Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor, because land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You want a sports degree that is beyond the game? A degree that immerses you from day one and launches you into the business side of sports. With a sports management major from IUPUI's School of Health and Human Sciences, you'll have insider access to sports professionals and will learn from faculty with years of teaching and industry experience. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to launch your sport industry career.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time. To pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Mortgage Group. I've been teaching here at Guerin Catholic for 13 years. I've been assistant coach also for 13 years. And I think it's important in today's world that we have young people growing up with the morals and values of faith-based education.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Thompson with Integrity Mortgage Group, and I support Guerin Catholic High School because I'm good friends and business partners with assistant coach Tommy Mascari. And any chance I have to support a Christ-centered education for today's youth, I take advantage of that opportunity and support in any way I can with my time, effort, volunteering, funds, and commercials like these.
Together we soar.
Guerin Catholic Sports on IndianaSRN,
where you're always in the game.
Indiana High School basketball coming to you live tonight from Covenant Christian High School, home of the Warriors. And they are set to do battle with the Chargers of Central Christian tonight. 3 games on the family of networks here on IndianaSRN. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Morales Group, building better futures, one story at a time. Bertner Electric, your licensed and experienced electrician serving Central Indiana. IU Sports Management, a lifetime of sport with a winning degree. Piper Logistics, 3 services, 1 logistical solution. And by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown farm equipment dealer. Alongside the coach, Keith Myers, Jarrett Lewis with you here for our Hoosier Basketball Magazine pregame show. Here's a good look at us here tonight. Coach has the magazine right there, plenty of familiar faces on that magazine. You don't want to look at our faces. You want to look at those guys right there. That's right. So tonight it's the Warriors and the Chargers. Let's start with the home team tonight, Covenant Christian, coming off a loss to a very good 4A Roncalli team. It was a close one throughout. They ended up losing that game by 9, 60-51. But here's a good bounce-back spot. You're playing a double weekend. You probably have some tired legs, but coming back to your home court, here's a good opportunity to try and get back in the win column if you're Covenant.
This is almost like a sectional setup for you. You play Tuesday night, you turn right around and you play Friday night. Central Christian, on the other hand, played lights out last night, upset Greenwood Christian, and they dedicated the gymnasium to Bobby Brown, the head coach at Central Christian. So they're on that high. When I talked to him last night, he goes, what I'm afraid of is we're going to be up here, and all of a sudden we just crash. So both teams see how they back to back with a win and with a loss. I guarantee you, Scott Flack during walkthrough today was not kind. He wanted the kid. I'm sure he had the kids paid attention to what they needed to do.
And for Central Christian, they also played last night, like you said, Coach, and it could have easily been a letdown spot with that honoring of Coach Bobby Brown in the gymnasium, who's been the head coach of Central Christian for 24 years, closing in on his 400th career win, coaching the Chargers. They did get the win last night against Greenwood Christian Academy. That was a 62-45 victory. So for them, riding just a little bit of momentum tonight, there they are on this end of the floor warming up in their road red jerseys. Let's talk about the Central Christian team. They're led in scoring by Elijah Mattingly and Christian Woods. Those 2 seniors this year are accumulating 40 points a game, and just the effort that you see from these 2 seniors, it's not just on the offensive end, but defensively too. They play lights out, and they are just 2 overall tremendous athletes for the Chargers this year.
Last night, Elijah Mattingly scored 27. Christian Woods scored 18. They had some help with Kylo Chambers, ended up with 6, 8, 10, and then Caleb Chambers, there's a lot of brothers on this team, by the way, ended up with 8, so that's how they got their 62 points. They scored 31 points in the first half, which it was the best they've had in the whole entire season, with 31 in that first half. So they are streak shooters. They will shoot the ball. You will see 3-point baskets go up, and you will see the volleyball, 10-foot volleyball line. That could be a shot.
We could see a lot of points scored in various ways here tonight from Covenant Christian. We'll take our first break. We'll talk about the Warriors just a little bit more when we return here on IndianaSRN. Welcome back to Covenant Christian High School. There's some of the banners that hang up in their gymnasium. A couple of different sports there, boys soccer, girls basketball, and girls volleyball. And if you move towards the right, you probably see a football state championship, which was just last year. Not this past season, but last year for the Warriors. We're into basketball season now, and it's been a pretty average, just above 500 year for the Warriors on this season. Coach Scott Flatt is in his 17th year at the helm coaching the Warriors. 8-7 is their record, but 1-4 in conference play, Coach. It's a very tough, always tough, it seems like, Circle City Conference, and the Warriors have had their struggles this year playing in conference play. Their lone win is over Heritage Christian, who's a pretty solid team, but you look at teams like Bishop Chatard, Huron Catholic, Brebeuf as well. Those three teams are really setting themselves apart from everybody else at the top of that Circle City.
Yeah, you're right, and it's a very interesting take of how they will play tonight and see how they'll bounce back from the really up and down falls that they had last night.
And for Covenant Christian, they're led in scoring by Brock Buckley, who's at 17.7 points per contest. Also contributes with 6.5 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and assists. Christian Flowers is second on the team in scoring at 14 points a game. We will check to see if he is out there tonight for the Warriors. A couple of games that you and I have done this year, we haven't seen him out on the floor, and it doesn't appear that might be the case tonight.
I think he may be starting tonight.
Yeah, we're getting the starting lineups from a good friend of Covenant Christian, and we will give those to you when we get closer to tip-off. So if Flowers does play, that is a very added bonus nicely for Covenant Christian. And even when he hasn't played, Covenant has seen some major step-up from Tony Flatt, who did not get a whole lot of minutes last year, but this year has really stepped up into a huge role, and on the season has become the third leading scorer this year, 7.5 points. But it's mostly his hustle plays that really set him apart and solidify his role in that starting lineup and running the point for Covenant Christian.
Yeah, and it all begins, the defensive end for both of these teams and how well they'll play defensively is the key here.
Last time these two teams met was February of last year. Covenant Christian got the win 68-50. In that game, Christian Woods and Elijah Mattingly combined for 30 points for the Chargers in a losing effort. Covenant Christian was led in scoring by a couple of seniors from last year, including Trey Flatt, and Brock Buckley contributed with 14 points in that game last year. Something you see stick out off of the page from last year's game was three-point shooting wasn't very good. 3 of 16 was what Central Christian shot the basketball from downtown. For Covenant, it was 5 of 23. So who knows if we'll see these two teams go with that three-point shooting again this time around. They're shooting 33% from downtown Covenant Christian. That is, Central Christian is at 31%.
Yeah, and, so that's the key. And also the key is free throw shooting. What are you going to do when you get to the foul line? Are you going to make some baskets, or are you going to have a tough time struggling? We got a halftime score already. Greenwood Christian leads Providence Crystal Ray 30-19 at halftime. That was a 7 o'clock start down at Greenwood Christian. It's their homecoming. Lots of games going on.
Yeah, that's right.
And we had wrestling all day today.
Yeah, you were there all day. How was that?
How'd I look?
You look tired.
I look very tired. It was a very long day. Hats off to Nick Lewis. Left Tech High School at 5:05 and made it to Traders Point by 5:30 and was set up by 6.
That's the team member.
That's the
of the
team
day
member of the
for
day right
IndianaSRN.
there. He would be our player of the week.
That is right. Hats off to Nick. Always a fantastic job by him. These two teams very similar in their numbers, scoring-wise, shooting the basketball. You mentioned free throw percentage, Coach. Covenant is at 68%, Central Christian at 67%. So these two teams, on paper, very similar to each other. We'll see how the game plays out. Once we get going, we will take our last break before tip-off. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups for you here at Covenant Christian High School. This is the Hoosier Basketball Magazine pregame show. We'll be back right after this here on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a deer. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back just in time to see the starting lineups for the Warriors of Covenant Christian, the home team tonight in their home whites. On the other side, Central Christian in their road red uniforms with navy numbers, letters, white trim. Those five guys huddle up. This is the starting lineup for Covenant Christian. Tony Flatt, the first to be introduced. He wears number 2. Wyatt Wash will play another guard. He wears number 11. Andrew Crane is a junior, as are the other two guys that were just introduced. And now Jack Fulbright and Brock Buckley, two seniors, round out the starting five for Coach Flatt, who's in his 17th year coaching the Warriors.
Yeah, it should be a very interesting contest to see what happens here. And you know, sometimes you test your character and how well you played yesterday, and you won, and see how well you'll bounce back. And if you lost, just like Covenant did, see how well they'll bounce back and see if they get a win.
For Central Christian, they will go with 2 Chambers, 2 Mattingleys, and a Woods. So Christian Woods, along with Elijah Mattingly, those are the 2 leading scorers this year for the Chargers. Kyle Chambers, Jackson Mattingly, and Caleb Chambers, round out the starting five for Coach Bobby Brown, who's in year number 24. All 5 starters are seniors for this Chargers ball club.
And it seems like they only have 7 guys or 6 guys that might play for Central Christian tonight.
We'll see how deep the bench is for Coach Brown. His team controls the tip to get things going from left to right here at Covenant Christian High School. Zone defensive look for Covenant. Mattingly deep in the corner. That 3 was off the mark, and Buckley grabs the rebound. Going the other way for the Warriors. They'll set it up with Flatt. Man defense for Central Christian. A handoff with Fulbright, who's looking for the lob to Buckley, but it wasn't there. Now Buckley posts up. Spin move. Stays patient, but blocked by Mattingly.
Big, tall frame right there. Easy block.
Elijah measures up at 6'6". He brings it across. And it looks to be a patient offense from Central Christian. Mattingly now switches corners, but Flatt on the steal, stepped out of bounds.
So far, not really impressed with either team. You could tell they played last night. They look tired.
Now you sure can. It's Central Christian coming off a victory against Greenwood Christian Academy. They swing it around, left wing three, gets a nice bounce. For the Chargers, Jackson Mattingly opens up the scoring. Covenant Christian trying to score. They just might here. Nice cut made by Wyatt Wash.
Wyatt caught that in between to bounce.
Warriors saw a 9-point defeat at the hands of Ron Kiley last night, a conference opponent in the Circle City.
How about, did you see Buff all over Chittard last night?
A surprising score last night in the Circle City. Down low, going against Buckley, and getting that bucket to fall was Christian Woods. Here's a foul going to go against Central Christian. Flat working towards his left. Our first foul of the game goes against Caleb Chambers. Woods and Mattingly definitely add a lot of athleticism and length.
Yeah, they are big. And playing man-to-man here is really to their advantage.
This is Woods out on Wash, and now Fulbright sees Mattingly. A quick pass, sees Flat in the corner. His three off the mark. Buckley, offensive rebound and the putback.
Buckley finds a lot of that, what we call trash baskets, because no one blocked him out.
Buckley, their top guy at 17.5 points, also adds 6.5 rebounds. A travel going to go against Caleb Chambers. Back at this three, they got the nice bounce for Jackson. Foot was close to that line, but they do rule it a three-pointer. Flat. Over to Buckley. Trying to beat his man off the dribble. Goes up with it and is fouled. This will be Jackson Mattingly's first.
Fouls on Central Christian Academy, number 21, Jackson Mattingly, his first foul.
Again, Jackson and Elijah, both seniors, as are Caleb and Kyle Chambers.
Yeah. Going to lose a lot of rebounding. Buckley makes both.
And this roster includes about 10 players for Central Christian. All but 2 are seniors. Up the floor, they break the press. Woods on the right side sees a hard foul come in from Buckley. And he hits the floor, but he'll be rewarded with 2 free throw shots.
Fouls on coming in number 23, Brock Buckley.
First foul against Buckley. Woods will head to the line. As a team, 67% are the Chargers this year, and Woods unable to convert on the first. Second free throw for Christian. This time he puts it in to tie the ball game up at 6. Flat going to his right. Delayed pass to Wash, who got some screens at the free throw line. Now Fulbright, left wing three. It was deep, too strong on the shot. Wash, an offensive board. Buckley will get it back to Wash. Sticking to this 2-3 zone in this opening period are the Chargers. Fulbright.
Oh, the baseline was wide open.
Nice shot fake by Fulbright, setting up Wash on an attempt. It's no good. Buckley, it's tipped out to him. His three also off the mark.
You could tell they played last night, no legs tonight.
No legs, that's right. But definitely the intensity and the tempo it'll pick up. It'll find its balance.
It will find its balance, yes, you're right.
It just might take some time. This three is no good from Kyle Chambers. Flat will push the pace. Hands off to Fulbright. Buckley this time will move to the left wing. His three is short.
I hated to play back-to-back.
Especially, Friday, Saturday. Saturday, it's
Yeah, you sleep into 9,
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
Though I guarantee you Scott Platt probably had walked through at 10:30 this morning. Casual dress tonight for Scott Platt.
Yeah.
I like it.
Looks like a crew neck, white
Sweatshirt,
sneakers.
but yeah, got his little sweats on.
Well, it's pretty relaxed offensively for Central Christian right now.
This is exactly what I mean. Slow the game down. Limit possessions.
Elijah Madeline yet to score. He's had a season-high 34 points. That came against Purdue Poly. Christian Woods left it short. Fulbright across. Buckley full speed ahead. Lays it in off the glass. Nothing called there, and Buckley's able to finish.
Actually, a pretty good no call because there's no contact there. He just fell down.
Yeah, it looked like the defender was already falling back before Buckley got there. Buckley has 6 of the 8. Flare screen, trying to set up Mattingly. He sees a double team in the corner. Skip pass. Chambers a 3, no good. Buckley pulls it down. Brock will do it all himself. Has it stripped. Out to Crane a 3. The lefty is off the mark. Mentioned the 34-point game from Mattingly. He's also scored 28 points 3 separate times this year. Another empty possession for the Chargers and a whistle. And looked like it was a carrying call perhaps on Buckley.
He tried to pass it off. Coach Flatt is saying, come on.
And Coach Flatt's going to go to his bench. He'll send in 2 new guys. One of them is Donovan Royston. He wears number 14. The other, Gavin Tyndall. And they're at the top of this 2-3 zone. Into the corner, dump down to Woods. He's been playing a lot of his game in the paint tonight, but not much success as he's only came away with 1 good field goal. And again, it's a short bench tonight for Central Christian. We may not see many substitutions for them. Wash, top of the key. And the rebound to Caleb Chambers. Caleb has it at the moment. And his brother Kyle in the far corner. 40 seconds and counting in this opening period. Skip pass to Woods. Trying to beat Wash with his right hand. They say no shot, offensive foul called on Christian Woods.
Using the offhand there.
Trying to create some space and beat Wash. So this will perhaps set up one final look for Covenant Christian. It's been a fast first quarter as far as time going by, but the play has been
really slow.
Really slow.
And officials, you know, they're not caught because of the lack of aggression or aggressiveness. They have not much to talk or call.
Flatt gets himself into some trouble. Chambers sliding on the floor. I believe it's a Covenant Christian foul. Nice hustle made by Chambers, but it was forced from the double team on Flatt. So no shot put up for the Warriors. It'll be the Chargers' turn with 4.3. Into Woods. Right to left crossover. Jumpers up, and it's off the rim, no good. A slow and also fast first quarter that goes by. It's an 8-6 score in favor of the home team. The Covenant Christian Warriors, one of those points to Brock Buckley. He has 6 of the 8 for Covenant Christian. We'll be back for the second quarter on IndianaSRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back here at Covenant Christian High School, there's a look at the student section, trying to get things going, get their team fired up as we enter the second quarter of play. This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Warriors begin with the basketball. On the floor, they have Flat with the basketball, Neighbors, Royston, Wash, and Buckley. And it appears to be the starting 5 for Central Christian. Buckley no good on his first shot. Flat steps into a 3 and knocks it down.
Well, they needed that one.
First 3-point basket to go down for the Warriors. They were 0 of 5 in the first quarter.
Both teams scored double figures last night in their game on Friday night.
Mattingly a deep 3. It's no good. Flat will now push the pace. He's got numbers. It's tipped. Neighbors does keep it alive, but Central Christian with it.
Went into first row of the stands.
A scoreless first quarter from Mattingly. Christian Woods had 3 points. And Jackson Mattingly was able to knock down a 3. That's the 6th for Central Christian.
Well, they're just all standing around. You could tell they played last night, can't you? Standing around, not moving the offense. Oh, that's a nice look.
A good cut by Woods, and he puts it in off the glass. Give the assist to Elijah Mattingly. Flat, nearly had it poked away. Into the corner, Neighbors got his man in the air, and he also got in the air. Chargers wanted to travel. Flat. Goes baseline. Wash will now bring things back out. Buckley enough space to rise up, and he hits. Back-to-back triples for the Warriors.
9 so far for Buckley. 9 of the 14.
Chargers trying to answer their largest deficit so far. Skip pass. 3's no good. They can't answer. Mattingly, though, flies in for the board and gets his first points.
How about the ball fake and it then goes straight up with the shot? Nice basket.
Yeah, he was able to ditch Flat and get off a more clean bunny shot. Wash will kick it down to Flat. And too much contact from Chambers from behind.
Fouls on Central Christian, number 24.
That'll be Caleb Chambers. That's his second. And that's something with a short bench you don't want to see, is somebody getting into foul trouble. But just 2 so far for Caleb.
14 fouls on the Chargers.
Bobby Brown asking an official what he did.
Crane swings it over to Flat. Drives in with the left. Crane knocking over his defender. That was Woods who took the charge.
Let's see this again. Oh, yeah, nice call. Wow.
Kind of using that right arm, just like on the other end. We saw it earlier, I believe, called on Woods. New player in for the Warriors is Davis.
Look at this camera shot. That's great defense. Nice job, camera guy.
And the producer slowing it down for us. Skip pass is going to find the hands of Brock Buckley's dad.
Our producer just found his slow-mo button. We're in trouble now.
He's young, but he's learning.
He's got it.
I expect a couple more of those later on in the game.
They look good. Love it.
So for the first time, Central Christian brings in a substitution. It's David Casas, and into the backcourt, over and back going against Covenant. Now he slows things down for the Buckley three. You can see that nice motion.
Nice rotation. You know, James has that rotation on his shot too.
I've seen it.
He deadly. Knocked him down at Hinkle Fieldhouse the other night.
That's why he goes to the games early, so
exactly.
He can be on the court.
Shoot free throws.
Here's good passing from the Chargers, but it ends up with no points. Flat off of a screen. Out to Buckley. It was deflected. Brock may have been able to get up another three if it's a clean pass. This is the matchup that we thought we could see, Mattingly and Buckley, although this is the first time these two have been matched up. As the Chargers move to a man defense. They're swinging around flat in the corner. He wants his guys to stay patient. They'll find Royston. Hits the bottom of the net. And the Chargers will push it up, although Mattingly slows things down.
Both teams seem like they're taking 30 seconds or more for the possession.
This is a deep three volleyball line from Mattingly off the front.
He knocked down 5 of those last night, my friend.
Has yet to score in that category tonight, although he affects that Buckley shot, and here he goes. Fast break going against Flat. Willing his way to that shot, and it rolls around and down. Mattingly now has 4. Skip pass. Royston finds Buckley left wide open, and Buckley knew he missed it. It'll stay at this end of the floor. Back again at the strength shown by Elijah Mattingly.
That upper strength is necessary, and he kept the ball up over his head.
Jack Fulbright has checked back in. Flat, cut off by Chambers, and this is going to be foul number 3 on Caleb Chambers. And I think all of them have been with Flat trying to dribble into him and get around him. Coach Brown is going to opt to keep him out on the floor, except now he's going to sub him out. Casas checks back in. Double screen set up for Fulbright. Buckley will direct some traffic. Now they want Flat to post up. Over his right shoulder. It's no good. Too strong. Crane. He threw it back in play, but it looked like it was out of bounds before he grabbed it.
Six points so far for Covenant Christian in this quarter. 8. No, 6 points for Christian Academy.
Buckley, this is a deep 3. Tap the key, it rattles home. Brock Buckley's second 3 tonight. He's got 12 of the 17. Casas' pass is kicked by Flat to try to go in between him and Davis. Back again at this Buckley 3.
He's feeling it right now, isn't he?
And you can see the hesitancy from Mattingly to get out on him. Six points in the first quarter, 6 points this quarter. Mattingly tries to answer. He's 0 for shooting from downtown, but there's Woods with the offensive rebound in the putback.
I have Woods for 7.
That is correct. And all the points coming in the paint. Flat trying to work against the smaller Casas, and here's good help side defense. Forces a turnover. Mattingly might have some numbers. Skip pass over the heads of Buckley. Woods, tough shot, gets it back, won't go.
Oh, he stayed right with it.
It'll stay alive on this side.
Gotta love Christian Woods there, keeping that ball alive.
Whistle and a timeout. Coach Bobby Brown steps in and will stop the clock at 1:19. Appears to be a full timeout. It is. We will take a break with 1:19 left to go in this second quarter. Covenant leads by 3. Here's a look at the huddle of Covenant Christian. They hold on to this 3-point lead. It hasn't been any larger than 6. And Central Christian has been able to keep things close. Tough play down low from Christian Woods. He's really had an impact playing in the paint.
You know, as we mentioned earlier today during our pregame show and earlier in the first quarter, both of these teams played really hard and strong last night. You can see the legs aren't quite like they were if they had, a normal day off. But you got to play games like this because sectional championship games are like that. Because on Friday, you play a Friday night, you got to come right back and play Saturday in the championship game.
So out of the timeout from Coach Bobby Brown. Chargers see a zone look again.
I think I would hope for one.
That's kind of been how the pace of the game has been working.
Yep.
The Chargers, more often than not, Mattingly skips that one into Jackson. Now Woods. Chargers are staying patient, winding down this last minute 15. Minute 19 to be exact. Elijah and Jackson are towards the top and Flat in between them. Waiting for Elijah to make his move. 14 seconds.
Probably at 9. Well, nope.
Fulbright comes in at 9. Trying to make Elijah make a move. Now he sees a double team. 3 seconds. Elijah steps out of bounds.
Nope. He might have called timeout. No, he did step out of bounds. Wow.
Yeah, we really didn't see a call. It was a point to the other direction, almost like it could have been a timeout, but it is going the other way with the Warriors. They'll have 1.4 to try to get off a shot. Flat throws it in. Crane, catch and shoot. Won't go, and that's how the first half of play comes to a close. Just 31 combined points between the two teams. Playing on a back-to-back, maybe a little bit of something that we could have expected. That's our halftime score. We now enter into our halftime show, sponsored by Hoosier Basketball Magazine. The Warriors, they've led from start to finish. 17-14 is our score. We'll be back after a couple of messages with the second half here on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
My name is David Pfeiffer. I'm the athletic director here at Covenant Christian High School. I'm also the boys soccer coach. I've been coaching for the last 5 seasons now, and have stepped into this role of athletic director at the same time. My time here at Covenant has been amazing. I've really enjoyed the atmosphere, the environment that I've been able to be a part of as an administrator as well as a coach. Within our athletic department, we offer 18 varsity level sports, and we also have a boys club volleyball as well. You look around the state, there aren't many small schools that offer all of those athletic teams, and within each of those teams we have junior varsity teams and maybe even freshman and C teams. So for our student athletes, there are lots of opportunities, regardless of what your level of experience is, to be able to get some playing time and be a part of a team. Looking back over the last few years, when I think of the success that we've seen within our athletic programs, we've had 43 student athletes, alumni, that have carried on their athletic pursuits at the next level, playing anywhere from the NAIA all the way up to Division I NCAA. And so to have that kind of number at a smaller school like this is pretty great testament of the type of student athletes that we're producing from an athletic standpoint as well. You look back too at the success of our overall teams. Over the last 25 years that Covenant has been in existence, we've won nearly 50 sectional titles, at least 10 regional titles, 5 semi-state titles, and then more recently our football team winning the 2020 1A state championship. So it's neat to see our teams being able to compete at the highest of levels and attain those accolades from a team perspective and an individual experience as well. I think what's also unique about being in a smaller school is those options and opportunities to play in multiple sports. As a former high school and collegiate athlete, I had the opportunity to play multiple sports in high school, and the opportunity to build a relationship with different teammates on different teams as well as different coaches is really unique, and I think an awesome opportunity that our student athletes have here at Covenant. Speaking of our coaches, each of our coaching staff have a personal relationship with Jesus, and their heart and their intention is to certainly help you grow as an athlete for sure, but we're also challenging to grow academically in the classroom, but also in their personal relationship with the Lord as well. So I think that's another unique thing about athletics here at Covenant Christian is this opportunity to help us pursue Christ in the midst of our academic and our athletic pursuits at the same time. At Covenant, we certainly want to provide an education-based athletic experience. So we certainly take seriously that our students are first students, right? They're student athletes, not athlete students. So from beginning to end, we want to provide accountability and a charge for you to succeed in the classroom and to be excellent stewards of the time that you have there, so that you're setting yourself up well for academics down the road as well. But we also want to compete at the highest of levels, and we want to try to equip and enable each of our student athletes to become the best version of themselves in the classroom and on the athletic contest field. So I think one of the unique things again about what we're trying to accomplish is this whole person development, right? We're challenging you to grow in the classroom, we're challenging you to compete at the highest level, and we're challenging you again to grow in your personal relationship with Jesus Christ as well.
Hey, conductor,
How about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on!
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
It's halftime here at Covenant Christian High School, home of the Warriors. They have a 3-point lead over Central Christian, 17-14. It was 8-6 at the end of the first quarter, so you can see points are coming at a premium. Thanks so much for joining us here on Indiana SRN with the coach, Keith Myers, Jarrett Lewis alongside. Well, it's when you play on Friday night, it's a very quick process trying to get yourself ready for more basketball the following Saturday.
And people are probably at home saying, well, why does this matter? Well, it's February is coming. You're not going to play back-to-back many games on Friday now. You play maybe one game on Friday, you play the next Friday, because usually in February you only play 4 or 5 games to get you ready and healthy. But you look at both of these teams' schedule, they still got 8 or 9 games left on that schedule. So it's very, very interesting. But, this tells you the kids at 16, 17 years old maybe can't back out as fast as we think they can. Because right now, and outside shooting is a lot more prevalent tonight than it has been in before, because a lot of indoor, inside, and we don't see inside much tonight.
It took a while for Covenant Christian to get hot shooting the basketball from three-point land. They didn't make a single one in the first quarter, but 3 of them came in the second quarter, including 2 from Brock Buckley. He's got 12 of the 17 points for Covenant Christian. Some guys may have some slow legs tonight, but Buckley is keeping his hot hand here so far through this one.
Someone needed to step up, and maybe that's what it's supposed to do. And I think in the second half, Christian Words have done a nice job for Central Christian. The other, Elijah Manley, is the other big gun, and really he only has 4 points tonight. I think last night he was our player of the game. He ended up with 27 last night. So, a little bit off the pace of what he was last night. So interesting. That's why we play these games.
Yep, still 16 minutes left to go in this one, and it was a 6-point lead, the largest for Covenant Christian. The Warriors don't seem like, or the Chargers that is, they don't seem like they are going to go away anytime soon. Woods leads them in scoring with 7, and Mattingly adds 4. There's just 3 different scores for both sides. You have those 2 for Central Christian, and then Jackson Mattingly has added a 3-point bucket. For Covenant Christian, it's the 12 from Buckley, and then a 3-pointer from Tony Flatt and 2 points from Wyatt Wash. So the second half getting closer to getting underway here at Covenant Christian High School. Want to Give our shout-outs to one of our great sponsors here, IndianaSRN, Serenity Care Services, an Indiana licensed service agency, the friendly and experienced team of caregivers that you have been seeking. Call Angela today at 317-900-6202. Serenity Care Services, serving Indianapolis and the 5 surrounding counties. Also, the IHSAA Foundation. Subscribe to their newsletter, The Advocate, at IHSAAfoundation.org. We want to thank the IHSAA Foundation for what they're doing for our student athletes. And also, the officials haven't had much to call in this game. There weren't very many fouls, not very many whistles at all. If you would like to get involved in the game of basketball or any other sport in the state of Indiana, you can become an IHSAA official. Contact Sandra Walter at ihsaa.org/officials or at 317-846-6601. Second half now underway. The Chargers will go towards their bench from right to left. Same starting 5 out there for Coach Bobby Brown. And another zone look to start off a quarter from Covenant Christian. This time they have Buckley working the top of it. Down low, Woods bullies his way through. It won't go down. He gets it back, and he may have been tied up with Wash, and that will be the call.
It should be Covenant Christian basketball.
Also the same starting 5 for Coach Scott Flatt, Buckley, and there's Tony Flatt, and also Wash, Fulbright, and Crane. Andrew, jump pass down low. Flatt takes a seat. Saw some contact from Jackson Mattingly.
Incidental contact? Okay, I believe that.
Appears so, and also Caleb Chambers came and helped side. He's one guy to note. 3 fouls in that first half. And again, just one substitution is available for the Chargers. Dangerous pass in there, but Flatt still has it.
People are just standing around tonight. You would think there would be a little bit more motion here and see what they do here.
Both these teams average precisely 53 points.
We're not going to get to 53 tonight. I will be surprised if we get to 53. I'll be surprised if we get to 30.
We may not get to 53 total points between the two. We are on pace to get there, but who knows? Anything can happen. And with the way this possession is going, it's been nearly a minute of dribbling the basketball around. Now Flatt will take a shot. Corner 3 was short. Woods fights for the rebound. Swinging a little bit of elbows, but a foul is going to be called against Crane.
Foul number 22, Andrew Crane. That's his
second one on Andrew.
I think that's a pretty good call. Yeah, that was pretty physical, but you got to play straight up and down defense.
There were 5 team fouls in the first half, as here's a turnover from the Chargers. 5 team fouls against Central Christian, 3 for Covenant. Fulbright. No, that's Wash. Wyatt Wash, top of the key, knocks it through.
That's his 5th point on the night.
Something we haven't seen from this Warriors club is the amount of guys that can knock down those 3-point shots. Woods continues to fight.
9 on the night.
Now Fulbright will try. Too strong, long rebound to Tony. Nice pass by Flatt. No look down to Crane. He had 2 cracks at it, but none of them go.
Official timeout.
A couple of whistles and officials timeout. Not exactly sure what the cause is, but back to this Wash 3. Coach, he had 2 guys standing at the elbows. Nobody got out to Wash on the 3. I mean, you've alluded to it, just a lot of standing around defensively, and I mean, you look at only allowing 20 points in the third quarter. You like the way your defense is looking, but with the way they've scored, a couple of things you could possibly try to correct as officials timeout. Maybe something on the floor that they're trying to clean up. Perhaps some blood. There it is. It's right at the heel of the Warrior logo. We'll take a break. 20-16 is our score. We'll be back after this stoppage.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Well, they got the spot of blood cleaned up right at the heel of the Warrior logo. And now we're back into action. Central Christian has the basketball. Mattingly gets it back, left wing. Warriors look like they want to go at Elijah with a double. Inside, Chambers, rejected by Crane. Now Flatt will go the other way. He doesn't have the numbers, and he traveled. Coach Flatt can't believe the call. We'll get another look at it.
This is a nice block here.
First, the left-handed swat from Crane. Maybe some contact on the other end, but nothing called as Tony was forced to take too many steps. Brock Buckley picks his defense out on Chambers. That's deep. Still short. Mattingly yet to hit a three tonight. He's 0 for 5. The other way goes Buckley with the right hand. Count it, and the foul.
Brock Buckley is having a career.
The avoidance of Chambers. They get Mattingly on the foul. And now Buckley, the only one to take a trip to the charity stripe tonight. He knocks down his third free throw.
15 on the night.
And a steal. Warriors go the other way. Good recovery by Central Christian. Buckley crosses them up. And a foul comes in on the backside. This could be more free throws for Brock. And it will be.
Jackson Mattingly, his second foul.
Second foul on Jackson Mattingly.
Brock Buckley will be in the line for the Warriors, shooting 2.
Buckley has 15, a chance to tie what Central Christian is at right now, and he does.
Christian Wood's back into the game for Central Christian.
Christian Wood is back in the ball game. He went to make sure he stopped bleeding. Buckley Wood, he's perfect on the line, isn't he?
He is. He's 5 of 5. That extends the lead to 9 for Covenant Christian. Mattingly has to go up the floor, and Buckley read it perfectly. Dishes down to Flat. Brock wanted to do the pass fake, and he lost the handle on it. This will see a foul on this side of the floor. It's going to be on either Wash or Buckley.
Fouls on Covenant number 11, Wyatt Wash, his first foul.
Here's the steal by Brock. Just read it like a DB perfectly. Chargers trail by the most they've seen tonight. Defense has picked up from Covenant Christian. The Chargers have only come away with 2 points so far in the quarter. Chambers missed everything on the 3. And down low, Flat ties up with Mattingly. Another game on the network is at halftime. Lutheran leads Traders Point 33-13. One of 3 games tonight on the network.
That Lutheran's a very good ball club.
Yes, they are. Out top, Chambers hits the triple. That's the second three-pointer made by Caleb Chambers. Or by the team, I should say. The first one by Chambers. 6-point lead. Buckley matched up with Mattingly. Flat, jab step. Nice cut by Buckley. Flat swoops in to poke it out from behind of Mattingly. It was almost a great pass and assist going to Flat. And speaking of Lutheran, Montazzi Clay committed to Marion today.
Yes,
to play
I
football.
saw that. Good for him.
Tremendous athlete and quarterback. Whistle and a 30-second timeout called by the Chargers of Central Christian as they trail by 6 with 2:34 left to go in this third quarter. If you want to take an in-depth look at Indiana High School basketball, you can with Basketball Weekly. The Coach, along with Troy D. We'll have that for you every Monday on IndianaSRN.org and the sports page.
We're talking about the girls sectional this week on Basketball Weekly, and talking top 5 poll with IndianaSRN. Missed last week, but we're back on action. We want to also say hello to our affiliate, Horizon Lion Radio, has picked up our broadcast, and Joe Estes and his staff tunes in on Monday, and you check that Monday morning. It'll be right there on your website at 9 a.m.
That's right, guests and upcoming schedules, a whole lot to unfold on Basketball Weekly, so make sure you check that out on the website and the sports page. So the Chargers trying to find some sort of groove offensively in this quarter. Nice extra pass. Mattingly kind of on a line, shot that 3. It's no good. Flat will bring it across. Buckley, one dribble, pull up. It's no good. Fulbright took a bump and couldn't get the rebound. And here's a collision between Woods and Tony.
Here's the setup three-pointer last time down the floor. Nice basket.
First bucket for Caleb Chambers tonight. He's got 3 fouls along with that 3-point bucket.
Looks like Fulbright got shooken up a little bit.
That'll force Coach Flat to go to his bench and bring in Isaac Niemeyer. And he'll be guarded out on Chambers. One of the most patient offenses that we have seen this year in a basketball game on SRN, as looks like it'll stay on this end of the floor, not getting knocked down again with somebody of Central Christian. That was Kyle Chambers who hit the deck.
Crane picks up his third foul.
The only one in foul trouble, it appears, for Covenant Christian is Crane. Chargers trying to get it in. And they had 3 opportunities to try and score, and they come up empty. Buckley, coast to coast with the left hand. Brock now with 7 in this quarter. He had 6 in both previous quarters.
You know, he plays so much like his mother. She was just a brilliant athlete, and Brock inherited all that talent from her.
And tremendous wide receiver on the football team past couple of years as well. Cross-court pass. Mattingly trying to get going again. All 4 of his points came in that second quarter. But Tony Flatt has kept it close with him. Woods sees a double team. Fall-away jumper somehow goes for Christian Woods, and he's into double figures.
Nice and smooth.
30 seconds left in this third.
Go for one shot here.
That appears to be the case. Buckley over to Royston. 10 seconds. Royston drives in. Swatted easily from Woods. As Royston kind of put his head down and just tried to truck his way through.
Yeah, and the wing was wide open for a shot there. You got to have your head up on a swivel there.
Royston will take a seat. Fulbright comes in, a 3-point threat for Coach Flatt. And Coach Flatt opting to call a 30-second timeout and try to get off the best possible look for this final 6.8. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and check us out on Facebook. Those are the 3 social media sites that we have for you. If you'd like to contact us about an upcoming game that you would like us to webcast, you can email this guy at coach@indianasrn.org.
I would appreciate it.
It'll be a busy February, but we always have room for more games, it seems like, right?
Always ready to go and do more games. Wrestling, lacrosse, soccer, volleyball.
Anything.
We do everything.
And it'll be a busy spring upcoming also.
Baseball season is coming. Baseball, softball, lacrosse. A little bit of track and field.
Well, it's stolen out of the inbounds. Mattingly took it away, and he got fouled on the other end, so the Warriors don't even get a shot off.
I'm sure that is not the play that was designed on the board.
It was well read by Mattingly. It looked like just a lob pass towards the free throw line. Elijah on the season. 20 points a game, nearly 8 rebounds, almost averaging a double-double. He sinks the first free throw.
Got a final score of the Providence Crystal Way GCA. Greenwood Christian wins 71-40.
Three-quarter court heave from Buckley is deflected. And the third quarter buzzer sounds with Covenant Christian. They're able to extend their halftime lead, but it's cut down to 4. 27-23 is our score at the end of 3 as we see one last look at that fadeaway jumper from Woods. The fourth and final quarter upcoming on IndianaSRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, the fourth and final quarter is about to get underway from Covenant Christian High School. We thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday night. Sports everywhere you look. I mean, just...
Well, everybody's getting ready for the big games tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon with the NFL. In fact, the guy that was supposed to be here tonight is in
on
Kansas
his way
City.
That's what I had a feeling about that guy.
I knew when he called me and said, Jared's going to work for me. Oh, okay.
Three-pointer, top of the keys, no good. That's the great Jimmy Cook we're talking about.
Yeah. He would have loved to have been here, but I think Kansas City, when you get a free ticket to the playoff game, you go.
An avid Chiefs fan since about 4 years ago, I think.
Oh, longer than that.
I'm just playing.
4 years old, maybe. Again, a very slow, deliberate start of the quarter.
The ball seems to move a lot better this possession, and it'll end up with free throws upcoming for Caleb Chambers. And he'll try to cut this lead down to 2. Niemeyer, yep, on that foul. First one is good for Caleb.
He's got 4 on the night.
Free throw shooting has been good from both teams. Buckley's been the only one to shoot for Covenant. He's 5 of 5. And for Central Christian, that's their second miss tonight. As a team, they're 4 of 6. Nice pass up the floor to Davis. Hot potato with Crane. Gives it back to Andrew. Boy, back and forth between the two. Whistle, and looks like a 3-second call going against Covenant.
They're unselfish. No one wanted to shoot the ball. Go up strong, fellas. If you're just joining us, the NFL games are at 3 and 6:30, I do believe.
And the Chiefs game is the first game, correct?
I think that's
I can't remember. They're the second game, according to producer James.
Well, producer James will be right there watching them. Oh, that nice look. Oh, finish.
Too strong, but there's Woods to clean it up. Great backdoor cut made there by Jackson Mattingly.
13 for Woods. And this is a 1-point ball game.
Buckley, step back. Flat gets into the lane, trying to create some space. Forced to kick it out. Niemeyer's 3, too strong. Mattingly, Flat rips it away from him. Buckley, nice dish to Wash.
Very well, unselfish play. 7 points on the night for Wash.
So I was right. Producer James said the Chiefs are the first game.
Okay, good. You know, 10 years from now, when people look back at this game, they'll want to go, huh?
They're not going to care.
Oh.
Chambers 3 is an air ball.
Someone opened the window.
So right now, Covenant with 29 points. Their lowest scoring game this year was 38 against Bishop Chatard. That was in a loss. And they could very well score less than 38 here tonight and somehow win the game. Same for Central Christian. Buckley, nice shot fake between him and Flat, and it's a huge swat from Woods.
Woods played the fake well.
And a timeout. Full timeout called by Coach Bobby Brown, trying to cut it down to 1 or tie the ball game with 5:17 left to go in this final quarter from Covenant Christian.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, video, and audio without the express written permission of the IHSAA is prohibited. Timeout from Central Christian. We're back to basketball. A chance for the Chargers to either cut it down to 1 or tie it. Mattingly uses the glass nicely. 8 points tonight for Elijah. Buckley stays patient. Finds Fulbright. Off the mark. Mattingly tips it to himself. A chance for the Chargers to take the lead. They have not seen a tie or a lead since this game started. There's a deep three from Mattingly. He finally gets one to go through.
And now the first lead that Central Christian has had with 4 minutes to play at 31-29.
The first three tonight from Elijah Mattingly. We talked about this off air, how he'll put him up from this spot. He'll shoot it deep. And he makes it look easy this time.
What a game.
Mattingly has 11. Woods has 13. Buckley got to the elbow. 21 tonight for Brock Buckley. And a tie ball game at 31 as we've reached the halfway point. You can hear some of the fans. They're trying to
motivate both teams to play defense and move.
Get these guys going. Mattingly waits around, keeps his pivot foot.
This reminds me of a sectional championship game. Hold the ball, be deliberate, because every possession counts.
Chambers, just that slight shuffle, and he knew it right away.
Coach knew it right away as well.
Whistle. No inbound. Looks like a timeout called from Coach Flatt. Just a 30-second timeout, perhaps setting up what very well could be a crucial possession. There's still 3:11 left to go, but yeah, like you just said, this is a kind of wait-and-see type of game with these two offenses.
You know, you look at this game, you know, today as I was preparing for this game, because I saw both games. I saw Central Christian last night, and how well they played, how they ran their offense, and how that home crowd, and I think that's the key there. The home crowd lifted them up a little bit over their rivalry with Christian. Covenant Christian goes into Roncalli. Roncalli was struggling a little bit, and Roncalli put together a great plan of attack and beat both of these teams very good. I think Central Christian will be a very tough out in sectional 59, and you know Scott Flatt will be ready to be in their sectional, the Class 2A sectional, which is held at Park Tudor this year. And if you are a Covenant fan and would like to see that sectional, and you'd like to sponsor that sectional, call us and let us know. Email us and let us know. Coach at IndianaSRN will tell you how much that would cost to get that done.
Niemeyer's three won't go. Tipped a couple of times into the hands of Wash. Buckley will drive in. Takes the contact. He'll go to the line. Warriors trying to go back-to-back sectional champions. And Buckley is a guy who's trying to take him there. Trying to add on to his 21-point performance so far.
That was Chambers' 4th foul of the night.
First free throw does not go for Brock. He was 5 of 5 before that one. This is how we got to the 31 all. Nice rise up from Brock, and he hits the second. Back to a lead for the Warriors. Mattingly works on Fulbright. Turnaround jumper. Rattles out.
Would they just hold the ball?
Buckley. Crane on the cut. Bad pass off the fingertips. Haven't seen a lot of Christian Woods in this second half. He's been kind of quiet. Well taken care of down low. Buckley works on him.
13 on the night for Christian Wood.
Foul on Fulbright. It was Kyle Chambers trying to drive around him. So now we've reached the mark of 1-1. 17 fouls called against Covenant Christian. This will be Kyle Chambers, his first opportunity to score points. First free throw is true.
His brother has 4, he has 1. Jackson Manley has 3.
Second free throw off the back iron. It still on the floor, picked up by the Chargers.
Its score is tied at 32. Excuse me.
The Chargers put up 62 points last night. Before that free throw, they were just at half of that.
And they're intent right now to hold the ball to get a shot, good shot.
90 seconds left to wind down.
There's the guy they'd really like to have the ball, but I like Christian Wood. No one's guarding Christian Wood.
Timeout. Coach Brown wants to talk things over with a 30-second one. You saw that jump because you know the Chargers know that the Warriors know that Central Christian may just want to wait things out. So it looks like they brought that double team over with Tony Flatt. And I think Coach Brown caught on to that, and he may want to talk about that. And who knows? We could see just one final shot upcoming here from Central Christian.
Look how intent that huddle is.
And just 6 guys tonight, too.
I know. Impressive.
Chambers does have those 4 fouls, but he's not going to come out unless he does foul out.
Hey, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight on IndianaSRN. Don't forget that our Family Source Insurance postgame show is coming up. A lot of games in tune for us this week. Get to go to Park Tudor on Monday night. Looking forward to that game.
It'll be a matchup with the Eagles of Heritage Christian. Just the lone game on Monday on our IndianaSRN calendar. They get it into Mattingly.
Brand new facility at Park Tudor. Beautiful gymnasium.
Under a minute. Chambers Gets it to his brother at the free throw line. Now Woods has it in the lane.
I like that look that Woods went and then kicked back home. Is this one shot?
It is certainly looking like it. Chambers gives off to Mattingly at the circle. Mattingly with the right to left crossover. He'll take the shot at 20. It's off the mark. Covenant Christian will have a chance. 10 seconds. Buckley got open on a screen, but there's a whistle and a foul called going against Central Christian.
And that's a smart foul.
Not a bad foul at all.
In fact, I would foul two more, or at least one more timeout. Timeout, Scotty Flack.
You have one foul left to give. .7 left to go in this one. We'll see what Coach Flatt draws up when we come back.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN. Well, I think talking during the timeout break, Buckley's got to be the first guy to go. If you're Central Christian, you almost could foul one more time and take off another 2 seconds.
But you don't want to foul too late, or you don't want to foul during an act of shooting, and that could happen here with Buckley. Step back, blocked by Mattingly. They say last touched by the Chargers. There could be some more time put up on the clock. Well, that was a tough shot to get off, and tremendous defense by the 6'6" Elijah Mattingly. And if there is time put it back on the clock, right now it's at .3. We think it's going to be Covenant Christian basketball. And
now,
maybe .3 left on the clock.
You can shoot. Yeah, you can have a shot with .3, correct?
Correct. Anything below.
It's got to be a tip, correct?
Right. But here's a bad spot to try to throw it in. They'll lob it towards the bucket, and it's just an easy pick by Mattingly. We head to overtime. Tied up at 32. Couple more minutes left to decide this one from Covenant Christian High School. Don't go anywhere. Indiana High School basketball right here on IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
Sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Free basketball upcoming here between Covenant Christian and Central Christian. Knotted up at 32 apiece. And We'll put a couple more minutes up on that scoreboard to decide this one. The Chargers trying to move to 11-6 on the year, while the Warriors are trying to avoid dropping down to 500 and become 9-7 this season. Last year when these two teams met, it was an 18-point victory for Covenant Christian, 68-50, but a much closer battle this time around. Thanks for joining us on Indiana SRN. I'm Jarrett Lewis with the coach, Keith Myers. Both teams talk things over, and we will see a tip between Buckley and Mattingly upcoming at the center circle. Warriors will be going back towards their bench, and the Chargers will continue to go from right to left. 4 minutes on the clock, and the Chargers begin with the basketball, and Chambers up top. Swings it over to his brother. Mattingly this time will be guarded by Wyatt Wash. Now Crane gets switched up on Mattingly.
You know, they did not take a shot the last 2 minutes of the ballgame.
It's crazy. It's like Bobby Pump and Milan all over again. Three from Chambers, it won't go. So they shot that ball after 45 seconds.
Okay, now it's your turn to hold the ball.
Buckley, no, he'll go quickly. That was way off. Long rebound out to Crane. They'll have another shot at it. Buckley gets a screen. It's been all Brock Buckley mostly. Scoring-wise for Covenant Christian. They will stay patient, bring things back out. Flatt has had a quiet night tonight. Just 3 points to his credit.
And that was early in the first quarter.
It was. Actually, it was the second quarter, but it was still, it seems,
okay.
Seems forever ago. Boy, you see this 5-wide set. I tell you what, I have seen this more often in the past month in Indiana high school basketball than I have seen in quite some time. Teams are really content with letting the clock wind down and getting just one final shot.
And don't you love it?
Love every bit of it.
All right, let's talk about it. You think they should have a shot clock? Good.
I'm indecisive. I'm really one of those guys that's like.
I don't think they need a shot clock. I think this is okay.
For one, you add in all those extra things you got to attach, and you have an extra person that has to worry about doing it, and
you got to train them.
And it's such a fast-paced game where it could be easily forgotten about. Whoever's using the shot clock, resetting it and all that.
Yeah, we've seen some JV teams. JV games.
Fulbright just threw that to Coach Flatt.
We've seen some JV games where the scorekeeper just went to sleep and didn't start the clock.
Boy, a bad turnover there. Coach Flatt in the gray sweater tonight. And Fulbright thought he was one of his teammates.
Back in the day, Scott would have shot it from there.
Well, so now this drive starts with 120. How much of it will be used up by Central Christian? First, they'll sneak in a timeout. Both teams now will head back to their bench. 1:06 left to go in this fourth quarter. Covenant Christian scored 5 points in that fourth quarter. Central Christian, though, they were able to come back, and they scored 9 points in that fourth quarter to force this overtime period, which we are now knotted up at 32 apiece. Coach, are you surprised by going back to that shot by Mattingly? He put it up at about 20 seconds left in that fourth quarter. Are you surprised he went that early?
Yeah, I am. I'm surprised they didn't go into Woods because I think the mix match was there for that. But, Mattingly has been your good go-ahead player the whole entire year. And Buckley has been quiet here in this overtime and also in the fourth quarter. I think he only had, what?
He just had 3 points in that fourth quarter. And in the second half altogether, he's had 8.
You know, you look at the Covenant Christian scoring, there's only 3 people that scored for Covenant Christian.
That's funny you say that, because at halftime we were saying that. It was just three players on each side who had been doing the scoring, and that is still the case with Covenant Christian. No scoring from Fulbright or Crane, the other 2 starters for the Warriors. There's been 5 different scores on the side for Central Christian. We're through the timeout. Mattingly back running the point. Flat will meet him. Jake Davis is out there, and it's a turnover. The Warriors take it.
Did Tony Flat poke that away?
And now we'll see a timeout on the other end from Covenant Christian. It's a full timeout for Coach Flat. We'll take a break. 51.1 left in this one. Don't go anywhere.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, will this one be decided in this final 51.1, our first overtime period, or will we see a second overtime period?
I see how you are.
Maybe reverse jinx, perhaps.
Let me tell you, Troy and Clark is the only ones I know that had 2 overtimes and almost went to the third overtime. This is my first overtime this year. I think I had a couple with you last year, too. So James wants to know if he gets overtime pay.
Staying just a little late. All right, so we'll go the length of the floor. Flat will bring it across. Jackson Mattingly will guard him for the time being. Coach Flat yells out for 1 shot. A double team comes out at Buckley. Is able to get it off. Flat weaving his way around. Dangerous pass into Crane. Warriors taking care of the basketball here. 15 seconds. Flat has it. He will hand off to Buckley with 10. Mattingly will come out at him. They double team him. Buckley dribbles with his left. Is back out in a dangerous spot. It's poked away. 3/4 court heave. Buckley off balance shot is short. And it's not a good look from the Warriors. Great defense by Central Christian. And we will head to a second overtime. Coach is not happy with me.
We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families and treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Well, overtime number 2. How about this? At the end of the fourth quarter, it was 32-32.
And at the end of the first overtime period?
It's 32-32.
32-32.
4 minutes without scoring. And, both teams held the ball probably equally.
I think each team had, 2 possessions?
Maybe 2. Here's the last 15 seconds, I do believe.
And Buckley just sees a double team come at him and finds himself in kind of a rock and a hard place. Nowhere to go. And it's knocked away by Chambers.
Now, he still has 2 seconds to go here. Wow, well, just barely missed. Five feet.
More time added upon the clock.
Each team gets an extra timeout.
4 more minutes. Will we have somebody score in this overtime period? Well, wait and find out. Chargers control the tip again. Woods swings it to Chambers. Mattingly, another deep 3 is up, and it's good. Elijah Mattingly, his second 3, and that's a big one.
Has 14 on the night.
Buckley trying to answer with Flat, and now Crane. Shot was deflected. Woods the rebound. And Mattingly wants to put things to a halt. Defense picks up. Flat and Buckley get out on Elijah Mattingly. Chambers in a tough spot. He's got the inlines to deal with and 2 defenders. It's a jump ball. Crane and Buckley swoop in to tie him up. Niemeyer will check in. Davis goes out. So the Warriors now a chance to tie it back up or trail by 1. Flat. Gets a screen from Crane, reverses course. Dribbles in, now backs things back out. Niemeyer, left wing 3. It's too strong. Wash over the back of Chambers, was trying to keep it on this end, which he does.
0 for 7 from everybody else. 1, 2 of 7 from everybody else except Buckley. 3-point points.
Buckley made 2 threes in the second quarter. Wash will try one. It rims out. Buckley with the O board. Wash will try again. Different spot, but same result, and a foul down under going against Niemeyer.
And at this time, you don't need 3-pointers. Get inside. Look at this 3-pointer, though. That's 10-foot line. Volleyball line. Told you it was in play tonight.
His heels were on the white line, that volleyball line.
I think there was someone in the NBA that affects his thought of process where to shoot that ball.
Maybe a Steph Curry effect. Well, here comes free throws from Kyle Chambers. He's now 2 of 3 after he knocks that one down. Another look in slower motion. The 3 from Mattingly. It's a 4-point Chargers advantage. Chambers in the fourth quarter and overtime with some big free throws. He's knocked down his 3rd one right there. Plenty of time left in this one, our second overtime period.
This 5-point lead, though, seems like it's like a 20-point lead.
Flat. Out to Fulbright. His 3. It's good. Jack Fulbright with a huge triple. His first points tonight. The first one to score other than Tony Flat, Wyatt Wash, or Brock Buckley. Mattingly. Crane and Flat trailing. Into the corner, the Chambers brothers hook up. Caleb, now into Kyle. Mattingly, down low, Jackson, lob pass, it's deflected. Boy, a dangerous pass and an easy deflection made by the Warriors defense. Flat and Fulbright go back and forth. It's now in the hands of Brock Buckley. Flat drives in. Forced to kick it back out. He'll drive baseline, blocking foul. Going to be called on Kyle Chambers.
That doesn't hurt you. Next one is 1-1.
Good thing it wasn't on Caleb, or else that would have been his 5th. Back to the Fulbright 3. Give the assist to Tony Flat. On the back end of a back-to-back. You played last night, and you're playing a whole extra period. Brock Buckley regains the lead for Covenant Christian.
And now we're in the odds.
1 point Covenant advantage. First, we'll see a timeout from the Chargers. Buckley. There it is. No real hedge from Chambers, and he took advantage. So, Coach,
yes,
you have 48.8. At what point do you attack, and who do you see with the basketball? Most likely Mattingly.
A couple, I would think Mattingly, yes, but again, a couple of times where they were holding the ball, no one was guarding the middle of the floor. No one was guarding where Woods was. Quick pass there and a quick turnaround might be the place to go. You still got 1 timeout left if you're Central Christian. Maybe you run this down to maybe 18 seconds and you set something up. I don't know. At this juncture, at 38-37, I'm shocked we're at that number. It took us 2 overtimes to get us to that number. Way below everybody's average.
Yeah, but for some teams, these are numbers you may see around the third quarter at least, and sometimes for these two teams too. These are, fairly well-scoring teams.
Well, last night, for a good example, at the end of the third quarter of the Central Christian Greenwood Christian game, it was 45-31.
So they have talked things over. Chambers will throw in Mattingly in the backcourt. They have 48.8. We'll see how quickly the Chargers opt to attack and try and score. Tony Flat will guard Elijah Mattingly. They're trying to look down at Woods, but that's a tough matchup with Buckley on his backside. Chambers picks up his dribble.
Mismatch with Flat.
Clock continues to wind. 20 seconds. Chambers will dribble left.
Now you do not want to foul. Now there's the timeout with 16.
So now you set up something different. You kind of see the look that Covenant Christian gives you, but now you have your set time to plan out your final play to try to win this ball game if you're Central Christian.
If you're Covenant Christian, you can guard the ball going out of bounds and then pick up everybody. Make sure you pick up everybody. Force them to get a 5-second count, because believe it or not, they have no timeouts left. So you cannot afford a 5-second count. You can't afford a turnover in the backcourt. A lot of things. You look at this 1-point lead. Very interesting. Very interesting. Look at Bobby. Bobby Brown is what, four wins away from 400?
He is 8 wins away.
8 ways to win for 400. He's been through this, yes, Jared.
He sure has. 24 years. His record is 392 and 211. He nearly has twice the amount of wins as he does losses. That's just a tremendous coach that Central Christian has seen.
He has 391 more wins than I did.
Same here. Okay, it's a 1-point lead for Covenant Christian.
They're not guarding the inbounds.
They'll get it into Woods. Mattingly in the corner. Buckley guards Christian. Christian gets in the lane, forced to get it back out to Mattingly. 6 seconds. Mattingly, left to right crossover. Into the lane, contact, and a foul. With 0.9 seconds left on the clock. Foul is on Fulbright. That'll see 2 free throws upcoming from Elijah Mattingly. Mattingly tonight, 2 of 2. First one is good. Another look at that foul. Second free throw's no good. Buckley, it's off the mark. Overtime number 3. Coach just wants to go home. He wants to go to bed. But we want more basketball. It's knotted up at 38. Overtime number 3 upcoming on IndianaSRN. Well, if you're still sticking around, we applaud you because this one is heading to overtime number 3 from Covenant Christian High School. Coach is still here. I'm still here. More time put up on the clock.
I think we're the only game going on in the state of Indiana. Everybody else started later than we did, and we're still playing.
4 more minutes. We had some scoring in that second overtime. We saw 6 points from each team.
Mrs. Myers just texted me. She goes, I'm watching.
Still watching. Well, we appreciate everyone who's still tuned in. This time, Covenant Christian will control a tip.
What a night. I mean, it's good. It's fun. You know, it really is. If you bought a ticket for this, or if you're watching this at home and you're on your third order of popcorn, good for you.
I could use some popcorn right about now.
I don't think anybody wants to win this game.
They want to play all night. That's what they're saying. Basketball's fun, Coach. We just want to keep playing.
Here's the thing. You look at this as a back-to-back as it has been, and both teams, I think their momentum are like, ooh, there's a big three.
Fulbright knocks down his second 3. Both of them have come in overtime. That'll get things going in overtime number 3.
But, you know, I think the tempo has picked up a little bit in these overtimes. They were definitely asleep in the first half.
Turnover committed by Central Christian. Back to the Fulbright 3. Easy money for number 20. And the drive by Buckley setting up Fulbright.
Kid's got to be tired.
Flat into the lane. Nice passing from the Warriors. Tony poked from behind. Chambers nearly came away with it. And wisely opting to get it back out towards the circle. Tony will dribble in again. Uses the glass. It won't go. Wash came over the back. A push from behind will head the other way. Free throws upcoming for Central Christian. Mattingly had a chance to win it. He hit the first free throw, but the second one no good. So now Christian Woods, he scored early on in that fourth quarter, but for the most part has not been a factor here of late. First free throw does go down.
$14 points so far on the night.
Can't make it 15. It's tipped out. Woods gets his own rebound. Mattingly to the block and gets a friendly roll. Elijah Mattingly ties it up at 41.
The record for overtimes, I do believe, is 13, so we're really far away from that one. And that was way back in the day.
We're off to a good start, though.
I think Bill Ledlow was playing back in those days.
Buckley behind the back.
And Jackson going, it's okay with me.
Yeah. With the way they've played the fourth quarter, the previous two overtimes, both teams appear they're okay.
Play not to lose.
Boy, not anymore. As Wash gets off a three, it's no good. Out of bounds, off of Covenant. Boy, it was a great look. As I was just about to say, both teams really want to get one final look, take the clock down as much as they can. You would think that maybe try something different. Maybe try to go fast. Maybe try to play a faster tempo. In worst case scenario, it's just a foul and stop the clock type of game. Central Christian trying to score here. Chambers, short corner. Ditched the defenders. It's no good. Here goes Buckley across half court. 3-on-1, draws the foul. Buckley will head to the free throw line. He is 6 of 7, and that last foul was on Chambers. That's number 5. So David Cassis is forced.
Caleb Chambers played almost 4 quarters without, or 4, with overtime's a quarter, so played 4 quarters without his 5th foul.
He had 4 fouls in the third quarter. Here's another look at the foul.
Buckley knocks down the first one.
Second one, a different story. 1-point lead. Mattingly grabbed the rebound. Elijah at the right wing. And he wants that side of the floor to clear out, but you can see Fulbright kind of lurking, waiting for help side defense. 15 seconds. Mattingly gets it back. Left side of the floor. Mattingly sees a double team. Floater. Baseline is good. Central Christian takes the lead. Elijah Mattingly gives it back to him in a timeout with 3.3 left to go.
5 seconds to go on the clock.
The patience, Mattingly. And he got to a spot where he could put up the floater.
Is that correct? 0.5 or 5? Because there was 3.3 when that ball went in. No, it's not 5 minutes, folks.
So they must have added 0.17 to give it half a second. And we'll see here as, we're not sure what the clock is at, but
they're going to put 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay, there we go.
Because if you call the timeout when the ball is going through the hoop, that's when you can call the timeout, is when it goes through the hoop.
So they added 1.7 seconds. to make it an even 5.
You know, our producer in the other room, Matt, it's his first time he's produced in about a month, and he goes, man, this is really easy. Man, my game was done.
He gets to go home, right?
You know, and he's got to wait for James.
All right. Okay. Back to the drawing board.
Who do you give it to?
It's got to be Buckley, right?
Got to give it to Buckley. And it's got to be, well, it could be a 2.
That could be anything. What you do want is a player of Covenant to catch it with a running start.
Yes. Momentum to the basket.
That would be a plus. Flat will inbound, but first, another timeout called by Covenant Christian.
Well, he's got 3 to burn. Now he's got 2 to burn.
Might as well use them while you got them.
What else do we have to do on Saturday night? I mean, I got to go to church tomorrow. I want to be done before church, but church begins at 10 a.m., so.
Well, we saw a similar look out of that first timeout. 4 players at the midcourt line. So once Flat gets handed the ball, you expect to see some movement. We'll see if Coach Flat opts to stick with that look.
How about this, though? Central Christian comes shorthanded, only have 6 players tonight. 6 players tonight, and they've gone in 1, 2. Is this our 3rd overtime?
It is.
Yeah, gone to 3 overtimes.
And David Cassis is out on the floor. Chambers did foul out. He finishes with 4 points tonight. Costas is the only one to not score for Central Christian, but at this point, none of that matters. It's all about defense here for the Chargers. Again, Flat will inbound.
We want to thank our listeners and viewers who's watched the Traders Point game to just click onto this game.
They get it into Buckley. He's at the right wing. 3-pointers up. It's off the mark. No good. The second shot coming in. Not sure if it was going to count, but that's how this game ends. Central Christian holds on to get a road victory, and they take down the Warriors of Covenant Christian. It took 3 overtimes. Another look at the shot. And it was nearly a good putback from Jack Fulbright, who came in and picked up the missed shot from Brock. We'll take a break. We'll be back to wrap this one up with the Family Source Insurance postgame show here on IndianaSRN. Back here at Covenant Christian High School for the Family Source Insurance postgame show. 3 overtimes to decide this one. Central Christian holds on for victory, 43-42. They move to 11-6 on the year.
And what a game it was. We'll announce our player of the game. It is the Family Source Insurance postgame show. Thanks very much for Pat Cherry. You can reach him at 317-884-8046. Let's look at our schedule for the upcoming week as it begins on Monday as Park Tudor and Heritage Christian. On Tuesday, a triple header for you. Indy Wildcats and Greenwood Christian, Bethesda and Horizon Christian. Those are both boys' game. Sectional girls, sectional 59 as Lutheran takes on Central Christian. On Thursday, 4 games for you. Morovia and Greencastle, Roncalli, Chittard, Trinity Lutheran of Seymour, and Greenwood Christian, Covenant Christian at Speedway. And then on Friday, 1 game only for you, Madison taking on Horizon Christian. Slew of games next Saturday as well, but we'll get you updated on those. And it's time now for the Family Source Insurance Player of the Game, and it's
Elijah Mattingly. A terrific game from him. He had 12 points in this game last year against Covenant Christian. He finishes tonight with 19 points. He just had 4 at the half. So able to come away with 15 points in the final 2 quarters plus the 3 overtime periods. That's the game winner right there. That short quarter floater to give him his 19th point and to give Central Christian the win. They take it by 1, a low-scoring affair. 43-42 is our final.
I want to thank the people who watched in Missouri and Hawaii tonight.
We had viewers from
Hawaii.
How about that? That is cool right there. We will take it. We'll take all the viewers that we can get. We appreciate everybody that tuned into this one. We had 3 games, and I'm going to argue that this was the best one we had tonight.
I do believe you're right. With
Coach, I'm Jarrett Lewis, our cameraman tonight, Ken Thomason, our producer, James. Terrific job by the team. As always, it was a doozy, and the Chargers are victorious 43-42 is our final. Plenty of games for you next week, so make sure you tune in to all that right here on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.